Okay, here we go. Wow. I think that works. That's probably the best it's going to get. Oh, even better. Okay, we're on our way home. Well, whew. Okay, let's go home a different way, maybe.
We knew an individual.
Okay. Well, the boys didn't get everything. I didn't get the ground up frozen turkey, and I didn't get the heart, and I didn't get the something else they're missing. So might as well go straight up to the traffic circle here, and then we'll turn. We'll see what kind of bumps we can find. So this accident that was here on the way back down here, that's cleaned up, I would suspect by now, is right here. Or hereabouts. Yeah, you'd never know. There we go. This road was closed for about a year. They had to put some new sewer lines in here. So I have no idea where these sewage plants are. But you could almost drive down the sewer pipe that they stuck in here. And what are they digging here now? Another big dig. They've been digging here forever. A few years. Okay. So what's going to talk about on the way home before I get distracted and can't follow what I'm saying? Right. Traffic circles. Just a little one on this one here. This is too small. There was a guy the other day, a week or so ago. I was coming down from the right there, going to the left, and some guy hit that lump in the middle. He must have been traveling pretty far because the car ended up right here, and it must have rolled 5 times. I bet you she was real exciting. I didn't hear that anybody died, but oh, let's clean the window. Help you guys out. Back is good. Now we just can't follow anybody. So we're going to go up, part way up the Royal Road, which is right here. Normally, I go over the bridge and we just go that way. But since I'm starting to be able to make a video or so, let's go a different way. You see the rain had a pretty good effect on a lot of the snow here. Cleaned her up. Okay. There's no folks home there on the right. My mother-in-law is about a half an hour's drive from here, so it takes us an hour and a half to go and visit her. She's so freaking far away. I was there the other day too. I had to pick up something from a doctor, and that was at the whole Maple Ridge, whatever they call it. And what was I gonna say? Oh, my mother-in-law, I didn't see her at first because everybody was eating, and all these old people, when they get them all together, it's just like you can't really pick anybody out because they're all wearing gray or white sweaters or whatever. Anyway, I spotted her, and I went up to her and I looked at her, and she looked at me. There was no recognition at all. So I says, I hope your meal's good. And then we went to see if we could find that form. I must have stood that hallway 20 minutes. My lower back was killing me. There's no places to sit when you get on the the side away from where all the old people are. Like that side, the other side. Like the entrance side. Well, they were taking and rummaging around in the offices. Pretty sad there. Brand new facility, and they have no. Oh, I missed the turn. Oh, okay, we're going this way anyway then. It's just plain sad. Like a lot of the people in there, like they're just off in another world, and they don't get any visitors, no refreshment, or no, fresh thoughts to think about with their family and what. It's pretty sad. I definitely don't want my kids to pay for a ticket, come all the way down here, because I'm not having no service. I'm going to get cremated and hauled back to the property, and they can throw me anywhere except for in the dog pen. That's probably where I'll end up. Now there's a big gravel pit there off to my right, as you can see with the sign here, or off to my left, I mean. And there's some kind of dust pollution coming off it, like silica, or I can't remember what it was. Now, these people all here are very upset about that because of, obvious, you're breathing that crap in. In my last video, when I went up to get the mailbox, man, I could hardly freaking get a breath. Oh, sold, eh? Jake Evans sold that. This is on the way to Stanley, by the way. You go up this way to Stanley, and then you hook off to the right, and you can get on another highway that goes east, and it'll take you right up to it follows the Miramichi River, which was famous in the old days, which is like when I was a kid, for salmon fishing. They had. My brother-in-law said he guided fishing for I can't remember his name, Dr. Kildare on the TV, Johnny Cash. There was I can't remember, but a bunch of famous people anyway. So, feather in his hat. Look at the rock. Good place to get some shale. Okay, we'll go this way here. This might be okay. This is the Kingsley Road. We would have come in here on the right, but I missed that. And there's another one I can go further down, and there's two more ways to get to the house. But we'll go this way. There. That's one of those woodpeckers. Look at this freaking mess. Good God. It's our Giselle's cousin's son's place. A collector of junk. Now, mind you, I've only got a wee bit of junk. But some people have lots of junk. We were going to buy a German Shepherd up here. Actually, off to the right when we first came here. Back to New Brunswick. And the guy that raised them used to be in the RCMP, and he raised them for police service work in Alberta, which was kind of cool. And his dog that he had there, well, he had a couple of them, but this guy, man, I'm telling you, that dog, he didn't have to tell him anything. He just knew. You know, like a little head flip, a little hand flip. And there's nothing worse than your whole life flashes in front of you when a big dog comes running toward you. You think the worst. Yeah, we gotta watch. We haven't been down here for a long, long time. There's probably potholes all over the place, so we gotta watch out. We should export these things. We almost brought some property here too when I first came down to New Brunswick. I think it was like 2003. Off to the left there. I think it was 250 acres, but they wanted a pretty penny for it. So guess how that went? We didn't bother. When we went to look at the property, there was a road that went over the hill. So I'm in a Jeep, not like this, one of those military type ones. Went over the hill with Giselle, and there it was. I got stuck. And as soon as I put it in reverse and tried to go back, it just went right down to the door. So I sent Giselle up, and she got somebody with a truck that went down over the hill to try to pull us out. Well, this guy was drunk to begin with, and he come down with a rope. It was not the longest rope, and he got stuck right behind me. Well, not quite a little ways away from me, because he only had a two-wheel drive. Then Giselle and him had to go back up. And I'm thinking, holy jeez. It's like I lost my Jeep or something, I was thinking. Or I'd have to buy the property and try to get it out of there somehow. But anyway, she come back about an hour later, and I've already been down there for a few hours. And she come down with a guy with a tractor, and he pulled both of us out at the same time. I was surprised. And it was just one of those old two-wheel tractors. But it had grip, I'll tell you. So I try to minimize the amount of times I go off-road. That's why I want to keep my wood road cleaned up so that we can get where I can get this Jeep down there. And now that the camera, I see it's wiggling pretty bad there. There's stabilization on it, but maybe if I slow down even more, it's going to help much. Oh, and I got myself a nice cap with my Christmas cards that I got. I get cards instead of junk from my family and some friends. Now this road here comes in here, and I can't remember the name of that one. It's McFarland Road or something like that. But that can be real horrible now. At this time of year. Like puddles that you have to use your wipers to get through. Up to the doors. But anyway, I lost track. So we're pretty well up at the top of Kingsley Road here. They've brushed it back a little bit, I see. And they have been working on the ditches. This guy up here's got a little pond in front of his, I think. Oh, you never know it. Somebody does on the right. And we were looking at more property up here too. So the year before was 2013, we were up here looking around at more property. But the thing is, unless you live in a certain place, you could be moving into a mosquito pit. Like mosquitoes out of control. Black flies, well, doesn't matter where you are up here, but you don't want to be where they're breeding either. Won't be long for the black flies to come. Oh, I see they got themselves some super boxes. Jeez, my freaking ice cap. It freezes the bottom of the straw. Jeez, I don't have much left. Well, I'm going to get it out of there. I'll have to pull over. I'll pull over up here somewhere where people don't have to pull out in front of the traffic. Yeah, there's a lot of... These are all fairly new housing now, but there used to be some shanties up here, I'll tell you. Some really pretty rough stuff. I think it's running out. Okay, we're on the top of this ridge. And we're going to go down to the other ridge. I don't know why that freaking thing stopped. I think it stopped. Try it again. That's the only thing I don't like about the mobile. It won't tell you if it stopped. Maybe I could turn the volume on. But the other cameras I had, I guess they didn't either, because I just turn off the volume because I don't want it talking to me when I'm driving. Don't need any more distractions. So up here on the left, we're going to buy a house. But it was only 20 acres in this old farmhouse. And right down the road on here. Came with a tractor, came with some wood, but only had 20 acres. And when me and my son walked around it, the property, it was full of junk and no trees. So that was that. Not doing that. And the property you see on the left here, right up to the side of the road, they took all the trees. So you'd have to look at some real mess there. Oh well. And now we begin our descent. See turkeys across the road here one day. First time I ever seen him out here. That's the St. John River Valley, way off in the distance. That's another ridge over there, but that's not our ridge. Okay. This guy used to fix cars here, I think. Doesn't have a sign out in the road anymore. Hay is at a premium. I think the amount of hay that he got off of our fields was half of what he got previous years. I think we're paying $6 a pound